Hello, my siblings in Christ. Welcome to an emergency episode of Pencils and Prayer Ropes. Pardon the art style and sound quality. I wanted to reflect on an interesting development regarding a certain Christian baker. We will discuss the gay cakes of Cakegate. First, some background. A gay couple came to this bakery and asked for a wedding cake. The baker declined them, saying that making such a cake would be against his religious beliefs. The gay couple complains to Colorado's Civil Rights Commission, which rules against the baker in a manner hostile and dismissive of religion. The baker then complains to the Supreme Court, which rules in his favor, saying that the Civil Rights Commission went against his freedom of expression. Let us talk about talking. As a way of reference, here's how normal people talk. Hello, we are a gay couple and we'd like to get married. In order to mark the occasion, we'd like to have a wedding cake made here, with 2 guys on top. Hello, I'm glad you considered my business, but you see, I'm a devout baker and what you're ordering goes against my principles. I'm not denying you service because you're gay, and I'd be more than willing to make whatever you guys want for any other occasion, just not this one. Would you like me to give you number of one of the other bakeries that would be willing to take up the order? Sure, that would be lovely. Okay, here we go. How very kind of you. Bye. Bye. Here, I would like to emphasize that the baker did say that he is willing to serve gay patrons, that he always did, but that he didn't want by proxy to get involved in a religious ceremony which is against his beliefs. I don't know if he offered them a different business, but that did happen in another case, where a Christian baker still got sued despite her trying to help the couple find a different bakery. Now, let us see how a bigot baker would react. Hello, we are a gay...
Get out of my shop, you f***s! You all burn in hell, you f***s!
Now let us see how a bigot couple would react.
Hello, we are a gay couple and we'd like to get married. In order to mark the occasion, we'd like to have a wedding cake made here with 2 guys on top.
Hello, I'm glad you considered my business. But you see, I'm a devout baker and what you're ordering goes against my principles.
Please go no further. We know that there are bajillion of other bakeries that would be more than willing to take up on our order. But this isn't about the cake anymore. We'd like to mark the occasion by putting you out of business.
They leave laughing like Disney villains. You see, I'm all for the Supreme Court's ruling in this case. A Christian baker shouldn't be forced to make a cake that goes against his principles. A gay wedding cake, a cake to mark the centennial of the Church of Satan. A Hillary supporter shouldn't be forced to make a Make America Great Again cake. And a gay baker shouldn't be forced to make a cake that contains a saucy passage from Leviticus. A Ma and Pa bakery shouldn't be forced to make an obscene cake for a strip joint. What the Supreme Court is saying, in a nutshell, is that when you're doing business, you're dealing with a living, breathing human beings, not machines. And I'm all for that.